As summer approaches, everything feels new and invigorated. Nature comes alive and we can go outside and enjoy being with each other again. Rising up and coming together is a theme of summer and the theme of our annual gathering at the 2025 New Heights America's Convention. Lisa Asay is on the podcast to give everything you need to know as convention nears. Let's set new goals and achieve new heights together. Hello and welcome to Young Living's podcast, The Wild Drop. My name is Jacob Young, your host. Young Living is the world leader in producing and distributing premium essential oils, and this podcast will provide you with drops of information about Young Living, including stories, history, product information, lots of little fun facts, and even more. Well, Lisa, welcome back to the podcast. We're so happy to have you, and it is that time of year again where we get to talk about one of the greatest events on planet Earth, at least in the Young Living realm. There's some great events.
I think it's on planet Earth.
It's pretty great. But we're here to talk about all things convention for 2025. And so without further ado, take it away.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. This year is so fun. Of course, we had IGC last year, which was amazing. Thank you, all of you who participated. But now we are in a regional year. So it is our America's Convention. So U.S., Canada, and our LATAM markets will be participating. And I love our theme. It is called New Heights. And I love how it came about. Sometimes Miss Mary Young, she'll get a spark of an idea in a meeting and we just start to talk. And so she was talking about, well, what are you thinking about next year? And so we talked about really what she felt like should be our focus. And so she's really conscientious about honoring where we've been. It leads us to where we're going. And so she said, we should honor our accomplishments. We don't want it to feel like this new beginning, but we want to reach to higher heights. And so that's why it's called New Heights, because you've already accomplished amazing things in your life and it's made you who you are. So honor that, but now you're going to reach new heights. You're going to reach farther than you've ever reached before. And so we came off of New Heights, and she's very conscientious about the word choice too, right? It has to be something inspirational, something that is really moving, and she's very particular about words as well, and they're powerful. So this theme has been really actually fun to really center around, and our opener is focusing on that. Jacob, you're involved, of course.
Always. And
it's going to be really fun. So our opener centers around that. Our content is all coming together around reaching those new heights. And I think convention's about that, right? Is inspiring everyone to, well, first of all, connect with each other, and then be better, do better as we leave. And so it's all about spreading Young Living to the world and being better as people. Because I think at Young Living, we're not just about being well, but being better as people. So New Heights is what it's about. And this year is going to be, I think, really transitional and transformational for people.
Yeah. Convention is so crazy in so many good ways, but it's just funny. I was talking to Kate the other day. It was like, man, everything's moving at 1,000,000 miles an hour right now.
So fast.
And it's so funny. We usually have this slight break period from about November-ish, December-ish to about March, where it kind of slows down. And then as soon as April hits, convention talks happen literally right after convention kind of ends, concludes.
Stops.
But that's where everything just starts to really transform and take flight, essentially. So we've already been recording some of the footage that you'll be seeing at convention without giving too much away. We've already been rehearsing the song. That's actually where I was today. Is Wednesday morning is voice lessons at Mom's, and so we were practicing for convention this year for the song. And yeah, we're getting everything wrapped up. So one thing that I kind of wanted to point out is a lot of people always want to know, why do we do the split between the regional and the international conventions, the IGCs? And there's still a lot of people international. I just talked to a few while we were in Indonesia for a few of the trips, and there's still a few that are coming internationally to convention, which you can still do if you're listening and an international listener.
Yep.
We just won't have the support for international, if that makes sense. So translations and stuff like that. But if you kind of want to explain and quickly summarize that up, that'd be great.
Yeah, there's different pros and cons, right? So traveling is difficult for a lot of people. And so we know that a lot of our international brand partners can get to a regional convention easier. So that lends itself to being able to touch more lives, to be able to have more people connecting in. So that's one reason. The other reason, too, is different markets are different. And so they focus on different things and cultures are different. So the content is able to be more curated to different regions when it's a regional convention. And, there's always cost considerations and all of those things. So we definitely want to get all of our whole Young Living family together, which is why we definitely keep our 5-year anniversary conventions on the calendar, because it is important for us to be all together. And the energy is amazing, and having our whole family together is special. But there are advantages to having regionals as well. So that's why we do both. We want to make sure that we have both there so that we can hit all of those different factors and make sure that everyone's being taken care of.
Trips are definitely long and hard. I mean, all the trips that we've been doing the last few years. I mean, we were just in Indonesia, now going back to Indonesia in less than a 2-week span.
Yep.
And trying to make that trip more than once a year, I don't think I'd ever want to wish on anybody. So makes perfect sense. Well, what can we expect with some of the details that you can share for convention? We obviously have something new and exciting every single year for convention, product-wise, expo-wise. But we also have just the creme de la creme, the foundation, the dough that makes convention what it is. And if you want to quickly kind of share and touch on that a little bit.
Absolutely. So, of course, foundational, we will have amazing general sessions. We always save surprises for those. We've added some really fun elements this year. I'll tease, we've got a team that is dedicated to fun. And it is going to be so great. We've got an employee in the building who is fun all the time, and he has gathered a team that's going to help with that. He'll be all over general session and the convention. But we have general sessions that are amazing. We've put all of that content together. We will have virtual workshops, and those will, of course, you've seen those announced just a few days ago. So we will have those pre-recorded. And we did that. We had live workshops last year, but this year we have them recorded so that you can have time with your teams. That is one piece of feedback that we got last year, that the live workshops are so great. You can connect with the speaker in person, but even more so, convention's about connection. And so that gives attendees time to meet with their teams, to visit the expo, to have all the time that they need. And so our workshops will be virtual. It also gives us the opportunity to offer more workshops. So we know that you want all of that education. So we'll give all of that to you. And the lineup this year is amazing. We have a ton of product content, business trainings, training about our farms and our company, the foundation, such a good mix. The other thing we're doing is demos again. Those were such a huge hit last year. We have demos ranging from, just wellness techniques like lymphatic drainage to breath work, things like that, reflexology, but then also digging into seed to seal in our farms, and then business practices too. We have wild notes in the house, so you'll be able to literally sample scents, give your feedback, interact with the Wild Notes team, and then learn social media practices, learn how to host events in your home, lots of fun interactive things in the demos. And then we are bringing back kitchen tables. And I know I am the first to admit when we can improve. So I know kitchen tables was a little bit clunky last year and a little bit chaotic. And we know that. And we love to improve on the events team. We're kind of obsessed with it. So we went back to the drawing board and we took a ton of feedback. We pour over surveys and we came up with a brand new system for this kitchen tables. It's going to be very different, but I think it's going to be a lot smoother this year. When you sign up, you will be able to answer a series of questions, and we're utilizing some AI technology that will pair you with the perfect group. And then you'll be assigned table numbers. So you'll be able to find a map, go right to your table number, we'll have lots of signage and lovely people to help you. So it'll be smooth.
I always find it so funny that you actually appreciate not necessarily negative feedback, but really good critical feedback.
Absolutely.
Because every time you're like, Jacob, what did you like about it? I was like, I loved everything. That's not helpful. That's not helpful.
That's right. I need
what
to
did
know.
you not like?
Yeah.
So, no, I think it's awesome that you really embrace it. And there's, kitchen tables, while some loved the idea of it and had a pretty good experience, I did hear that as well. But everything can't be perfect the first time around. So
yeah, it was our first time. But I do think the concept is really great. And those who were able to get to their table and have discussions, I think really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So hopefully we've worked out the logistical kinks, and this year will be really meaningful.
Which will be fantastic.
Yeah.
One thing on my end that Lisa forgot to mention, there's actually two, is Oils and Iron will be back in the expo this year. For those of you that weren't able to attend or didn't know about Oils and Iron from last year, this was kind of a guys area specifically, or what some of the guys were calling the baby drop off, right? Your man drop off, right? And so it specifically was kind of an area tailored for, think kids camp, but for grown-ups, for the guys. But still bring your kids and stuff. We had tons of games and board games and darts. We also had, my dad's sandrel in there and the motorcycle. We had a bunch of Oils and Iron shirts, which we're making more of this year and doing different styles and designs and all sorts of stuff, which will be really fun. Plus, you might get a special incentive for men's camp this year as well by coming to Oils and Irons. So a little bit of a sneak peek on that. And last but not least, of course, the Wild Drop podcast will be making a return to convention this year as well. Mm-hmm. So
I have a few more.
Oh,
if I can add.
Please.
So there's something brand new coming that is, we're calling it the Science Symposium. So we know that there's a lot of you that geek out about science, and we love that about you. So our lovely resident scientist, Howard, is going to get with his science team, and they are going to hold a science session on Saturday morning. And it's going to get real scientific, and we love all of you to participate, but they promised me that they're going to speak straight scientist. So get ready. They're going to use really big terms, probably a lot of them, which I don't know, but they're going to spend time. You're going to hear from Dr. H.K. Lynn. You're going to hear from Howard. You're going to hear from Chris Bowerbank. And they're going to talk science on our products, how they work. They're going to get down to how they impact on the cellular level, and they're just going to geek out, and it's going to be awesome. So there is a cost associated, but you do walk away with a lot of knowledge and a gift. So, and I'm going to tell you, the gift is really cool. So you'll want to sign up for that. That will be held Saturday morning before you head off to the farm. And of course, we cannot leave out our lovely farm day. So there's a couple of enhancements this year. We will be offering classes at the farm in the event center. So you can attend those. There will just be on a schedule, and you don't need to register, just show up. We'll be talking about farming practices, regenerative agriculture. Gosh, that's hard to say. And then we will be doing, there will be classes on raindrop on horses. And there will just be a lot of education there at the farm this year, which will be really fun. And then, of course, we'll be ending our farm experience with a festival. And we're going to enhance the festival this year. The foundation's going to be involved. We're going to be raising some funds there. There may be some opportunities to have fun with some executives there. I'm not going to give away too much, but it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have a lovely ending session out on the lawn with a little stage out there, and it's going to be really special. So you'll want to make sure that you close out the event on our home turf on the farm and just enjoy the full day there.
Yeah. And summer's here, especially summer nights with the sunsets,
gorgeous,
with the lavender fields, mountains. It's such a beautiful area, beautiful scenery. Like you cannot beat it. And I also must tell people this every single time. Please, 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 please drink.
Please hydrate.
It's
yes.
hot. It gets really hot here in July. It's a dry heat. People aren't accustomed or used to it. You lose a lot of fluids. Please drink a lot. Please use sunscreen. Please bring some shade. I promise your body's not going to be used to it if you haven't been to high altitude, dry
Absolutely.
heat areas. So always drink, trying to be in the shade. We do have a lot of shaded areas and a lot of beautiful trees, so that's great for that. But that's just my one tidbit of information is drink, shade, sunscreen.
And we do have a local resident knight who does show off his skills each year in the jousting arena. So if you haven't seen Jacob joust, it's actually really impressive. And I know it takes a lot of practice. It's not just something he does for fun on the side. He has a team and they practice, and it looks really hard.
Yeah, even though we do practice, there's still some surprises that come along the way. Actually, there's a lot of surprises that come our way. A lot of people do ask if it is choreographed. To some extent, it is choreographed. We still want to make sure that we are protecting more so our horses than we are ourselves. We're more concerned about our horses than we are ourselves, which is really funny. But sometimes the hits don't end up being in the place that you want them to be. As far as who wins, that is never decided. It's whoever survives. And it kind of goes that way. And yeah, it's a miserable time, I won't lie, in that heat.
It is hot.
With all of our armor on, I know my dad, with all of his gear on and heavy armor, his body temperature would raise to 122 degrees. So mine sits about 112 to 115 with my armor on. Because I just have my chest plate, gorget piece for my neck, and then my helmet.
Yeah,
so,
it is July in Utah. It's hot.
Yeah.
You kind of cook under there.
Mm-hmm,
oh, my
just
goodness.
A little bit,
even more impressive then. And you get your lance through those little tiny rings. It's impressive.
Yeah, it's my hot Pilates. It's my version of hot Pilates.
Well done.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
So enjoy that at the farm. It's going to be a lot of fun. Of course, the farm is so special to everyone who goes, and they just fall in love with it. So make sure you're there on farm day as well.
Yeah, and the other things that you're able to do while you're here at convention, it's a little bit more difficult. You either need to come earlier or stay a little bit later, but you are able to go and visit Skyrider Ranch if you want to. Mm-hmm. You also have the option to come see Corporate. Corporate's not open during convention. I know a lot of people think that it is, but just because it's an all-hands-on-deck situation for convention, it is not open during convention. So stay later, come earlier, whatever you may choose. And, of course, the warehouse. And then you're going to see the farm during convention. But if you choose to spend more time, you're able to do that as well. So those are some other options. If you choose to go the Skyrider route, make sure to visit the Young Living Farms events page. You can kind of reserve your own little tour there. It's very easy and accessible. And they've made actually scheduling and registering or booking a tour much more simple this year as well. Mm-hmm. So please do that. We'd love for you to come out and check it out. It's still very hot up there too, so fair warning with that, but it's a great and wonderful time.
Yep. Now I want to talk about one extra thing. It's a staple as well, which is the expo. But the expo is going to, we kind of transformed it last year. We're doing it again. We have a really creative product marketing team, and we've teased it a bit, but it's going to be like walking into a town. And it's going to be beautiful and very different, but very fun. So get excited for that. It's going to be very much an experiential time to go through that. So that's going to be super fun. And then I can't forget, one of the best things about convention is the parties. So we will once again have a welcome party. It is themed again. If you haven't seen it yet, the theme is basically space. The title is New Heights, A Journey Beyond the Stars. And we would love for all of you to really just expand your creativity, whatever you want. You can go superhero, space, alien superheroes. You can go Star Trek. You can go Star Wars. You can be just a disco alien if you want. Whatever you want to do, it's your treasure to just be who you want to be. You can also just show up. You don't have to dress up, but it is a lot of fun. We're going to have tons of decor. It's going to be space themed. It's going to be so much fun. It will be in Club Red on Wednesday, that evening, to just kick off convention and have a fun welcome. We did tie it to the theme, of course, so you are really reaching new heights when you launch yourself into space. So that's our welcome party. And then this year, as a regional, we are not doing our gala, which is for IGCs. We are doing a recognition night, though. What's really fun is we will be recognizing from star all the way to diamond. So we'll have different ways to recognize each rank, but everyone will be celebrated. So everyone's invited, and it's going to be a party, and we will dance, and we will have so much fun. And so come and be recognized. We want to see all of you there.
Dance, laugh, and Ningxia. Sounds like
that
a fabulous time to me.
Yeah.
Great. Anything else?
Wow. Well, I think everybody's going to have FOMO if they don't come. So get registered. It's going to be an amazing year once again. And I just love the concept of what our theme's going to bring this year. It's going to be really inspirational. We've got a lot of surprises. I am stoked about our product launches this year.
Oh, yeah.
They are awesome. And they've been very intentional about what we're launching, how it's going to impact your business, and it's really going to be exciting. So can't miss it. You're going to be able to purchase product. You're going to be able to take it home, show all of your teams. So get there, be there.
I am definitely most excited for one of them. Oh. And without saying too much, the only hint I'm going to give is in the past, we couldn't say too much because we didn't know exactly a lot about it. Now we know a whole lot more.
Mm-hmm.
So be prepared.
Oh, boy.
Because you won't be. I promise you, talking to HK while we were in Indonesia about some of the new products coming to convention, launching at convention, I was mind blown.
HK is a good time.
Oh, he is a great time.
Sometimes he tells us too many things, but he's so fun to listen to, and he gives us a lot of great, and he's a brilliant researcher. So. Yeah.
Well, for those of you listening, if you're interested and haven't signed up already, please make sure to check out the links in the description down below. If you're not able to find the links in the description, where should they go, Lisa?
Just visit the Young Living website and click on company, and there's a New Heights Convention link right there.
There you go. And it might be the front page banner as well. It usually is. Sometimes it kind of cycles through.
Yep,
but
it does.
There you go. So get registered. Your deadline is
June 30th for in-person. We are extending. You can join us virtually. Not as fun. Still cool, though. So if you're not able to join us in person, I know life happens sometimes, so you can do that as well. That will be open until June 12th.
There you go. All right.
Okay.
Get it done. There's going to be a lot of fun. Excited to see all of your happy faces. It's always a great time to get back together, and we're going to achieve new heights this year.
We are. I'm excited for it.
Well, Lisa, thank you so much for your time. Good luck with your team. I know you guys are rushing and pushing the clock with everything, and we're so appreciative of your team because they don't realize, I don't think a lot of people realize just the amount of work that goes on behind the scenes for all of this stuff, especially outside convention with the other events as well. So
they work really hard. Yep.
Thank you all very, very much. And thank you for tuning into this episode of The Wild Drop. Remember, you can listen on iTunes, Spotify, on YouTube, and of course our website at www.youngliving.com. Don't forget to oil up Young Living family. This is Jacob Young, dropping out. Take care.